Very good morning, students. Welcome back to your Science B period. So, children, can you say what is going on now? Yes, chapter number 8, useful and harmful microbes. So, this session I am going to continue this chapter. So, children, before start the lesson, first we will do recap. So, can you say this lesson what we studied? Yes, what is meant by microorganisms? Okay, and what are the characteristics of microorganisms, and we studied some useful microorganisms also. So can you say the name? Yes, first one is what? Lactobacilli, and next one is rhizobium and yeast. Lactobacilli, how it is used? Yes, that milk is converted into yogurt, and many that probiotic eatables also it contains what? Lactobacillus. Okay, and the next one is rhizobium. Rhizobium, what we studied, that is a yes nitrogen fixation bacteria. It is present in the root nodules of the leguminous plants. This and rhizobial inoculation, these all things we studied, isn't it? And next one, what children? Yes, very good, yeast. So with the help of the fermentation process from the yeast, we are getting many useful things. For example, that bread and alcohol, these all things we are getting with the help of yeast. So these are the useful things we are getting from these microorganisms. Okay. So children, now today this session we are going to discuss one of the important thing of this chapter, that is antibiotics. So what is meant by antibiotics? What are the uses of antibiotics and how we are getting antibiotics? These all things we are going to discuss in this session at the same time, and which precaution we have to take. We should take which kind of precaution while taking that antibiotic, that also we are going to study. Are you ready, children? Yes, antibiotics. What is meant by antibiotics? Antibiotics are carbon compounds. So antibiotic means what? It is a carbon compounds that are obtained from some bacteria. That antibiotics are obtained from some bacteria and fungi. Okay, so as to destroy and prevent the development of harmful microorganisms. So children, antibiotics, that is the carbon compounds, that antibiotics are obtained from some bacteria and fungi. Okay, bacteria and fungi, that is what? Yes, bacteria and fungi are microorganisms. Okay, so antibiotics are obtained from some bacteria and fungi so as to destroy and prevent the development of harmful microorganisms. So what are the uses of these antibiotics? With the help of this antibiotic, to destroy and develop and prevent the development of harmful microorganisms. So that harmful microorganisms are killed by these antibiotics. That antibiotics we are obtaining from, we are getting from, yes, some bacteria and fungi. Okay, it has brought about revolution in the field of medicine. So see here children, it has brought about a revolution in the field of medicine. So which kind of revolution? Once upon a time, that polio and tuberculosis, these two diseases were that it was a severe disease. Okay, but nowadays these diseases mostly eradicated from our country. So this is possible with the help of these antibiotics. Okay, so this it has brought about a revolution in the field of medicine. So understood now children what is meant by antibiotics? It is a carbon compounds, and these antibiotics are obtained from, yes, obtained from some bacteria and fungi. And what are the uses? That also I told. Next one is, yes, antibiotics are used to treat or prevent some types of bacterial infection. Already I told, as I told, that antibiotics are used to treat or prevent some type of bacterial infection. Next one is, they work by killing bacteria or preventing them from reproducing and spreading. So what it is doing exactly? They work by killing bacteria or preventing them from reproducing and spreading. Okay. Next one is, antibiotics act against bacteria and some can destroy protozoa. As I told here, antibiotics act, most of the antibiotics act against bacterial infection and some can destroy protozoa also. You know that protozoa also one kind of microorganisms. Okay. So next one is broad spectrum antibiotics. So what is meant by broad spectrum antibiotics? See here, antibiotics that are useful against a wide variety of bacteria. Antibiotics that are useful against a wide variety of bacteria are known as broad spectrum antibiotics. Okay, so which antibiotics are useful against a wide variety of bacteria? That is called what? Broad spectrum antibiotics. Examples are amoxicillin, ampicillin and tetracycline, etc. Okay, can you say once again the examples of broad spectrum antibiotics? Amoxicillin, ampicillin and tetracycline. Okay, so what is meant by broad spectrum antibiotics? These antibiotics are useful against a wide variety of bacteria. Okay, so children, see here, when the pathogen is not identified but the symptoms of disease are visible, broad spectrum antibiotics are used. So children, see here, when the pathogen means what? Yes, when the pathogen is not identified. Here pathogen means that is a microorganisms, it can cause diseases. Okay, so pathogen is not identified but the symptoms of disease are visible. Suppose the doctor is not identifying that pathogen properly but the symptoms of that diseases are visible. So in that case broad spectrum antibiotics are used. So understood now children, what are the examples of broad spectrum antibiotics and what is meant by broad spectrum antibiotics and in which case we are using broad spectrum antibiotics? Yes, that pathogen is not identified but the symptoms of diseases are visible. In that case broad spectrum antibiotics are used. Okay, next one is narrow spectrum antibiotics. So next one is children, narrow spectrum antibiotics. A pathogenic microorganism, that means pathogen. Okay, pathogen is definitely known. So broad spectrum, that pathogen that is not identified. But here the pathogenic microorganism is definitely known, then narrow spectrum antibiotics are used. Okay, for examples here penicillin, gentamicin, erythromycin, etc. So here children see what are the examples of narrow spectrum? Yes, penicillin, gentamicin and erythromycin. Okay. So children see next one is penicillin. So penicillin is a narrow spectrum antibiotic. Okay, that penicillin we are going to study now penicillin. What is meant by penicillin? A group of antibiotics that penicillin is a antibiotic that is obtained from penicillium. Okay, that penicillin, it is an antibiotic. That antibiotic is obtained from penicillium. Penicillium is nothing but that is a one kind of fungi. Okay, so penicillium of fungus and is used for, why it is used, where it is used? See here, controlling the infections that are caused by bacteria like Staphylococci, Clostridia and Streptococci and so on are called penicillin. So children, penicillin it is an antibiotic. At the same time this antibiotic is obtained from penicillium. Penicillium is a fungus species. Okay, penicillium it is a fungi. And why it is used? What are the uses of this penicillin? Yes, it is used for controlling the infections that are caused by bacteria. Already I told that the antibiotic it is used, yes, used for bacterial infection. So this as like this penicillin also it is used for controlling the infections that are caused by bacteria, that is harmful bacteria like Staphylococci, Clostridia and Streptococci and so on are called penicillin. Understood children now? Yes, penicillin is an antibiotic. Okay, this antibiotic is obtained from that fungus. That fungus name is what? Yes, penicillium. Okay. So children, I hope you understood what is meaning of penicillin. Yes, next one is medicines that have penicillin in it are useful to treat a few bacterial infections. As I told that antibiotic, it is used to, again it is used, yes, to prevent the bacterial infections. Okay, so like this penicillin also is used to treat a few bacterial infections of the ear, nose, throat and skin, along with diseases such as scarlet fever and pneumonia. So these children, this penicillin, it is used to, or it is used to treat a few bacterial infections of the ear, nose, throat and skin, along with diseases such as scarlet fever. This is one kind of fever, and pneumonia also, that is, that is a lungs infection. Okay, for this disease, which one is used? Penicillin antibiotic is used. Understood children? Yes. Next one is the precautions before taking antibiotics. So antibiotic, it is an important thing. So if you are getting illness, that time the doctor will give what? Antibiotics. So which kind of precautions should we follow while taking these antibiotics? I will tell you now. Children, are you ready? So first one is, see here, take the antibiotics or purchase it only if it has been prescribed by the doctor. So without a doctor prescription, you don't take any antibiotic from the shop. Okay, and second point is, don't purchase any antibiotics from medical stores without a prescription from a doctor. So children, you don't purchase any antibiotics from the medical shop without prescription from a doctor. Okay, when doctor will say, then only we have to take the particular antibiotic. Next one is, yes, continue taking the antibiotics for the prescribed time period even if the illness has been cured before the antibiotics are over. So if you are getting illness, that time if doctor will say 5 days you have to take, 5 days we have to take the antibiotic. Suppose if doctor is saying 5 days we have to take that antibiotic, so we must take that 5 days antibiotic. Okay, like that, even if the illness has been cured before the antibiotics are over. Okay, you don't stop that antibiotic in between, so that whole 5 days you should take that antibiotic. Next one is, never give suggestions to other people on which antibiotic to use. So you don't give any suggestions to other people on which antibiotic to use. Okay, so with the help of the doctor prescription only, we have to follow that antibiotic. Next one is, avoid taking antibiotics on your own for common diseases such as throat infection, cold, influenza and so on. So nowadays we are doing this mistake here children. If we are getting any fever or any cough, we are taking medicine from medical shop. So it is totally wrong thing. If you are taking like that antibiotic, so it will totally affect our health only. So with the help of the doctor prescription only, we should take that antibiotic from the shop. Okay, hereafter I hope hereafter you will not do that thing. Yes children, shall I go to next? Now I hope you understood which kind of precautions we should follow while taking the antibiotics. Understood children? Shall I go to next? Next one is, who discovered the life-saving antibiotics penicillin? So penicillin was the first, it is first discovered penicillin, that antibiotic. Okay, who discovered that one? Do you know? Yes, did you study in your 8th standard? Who discovered the life-saving antibiotics penicillin? Yes, next one you have to see. Yes, this picture here, one picture is there, that is Alexander. He is, yes, the great scientist. The name of the scientist is Alexander Fleming. Okay, he only discovered that antibiotic, that is penicillin. So a professor, see here children, a professor of microbiology at St. Mary's Hospital, Alexander Fleming, on 3rd September 1928 made an interesting observation in one of the petri dishes in his laboratory, which on further study led to the first accidental discovery of penicillin. So how he discovered that? Next slide I will show you. So in 1928, he started. He means here who? The great scientist. The name of the scientist is yes, Alexander Fleming. So in 1928 he started to research a common staphylococcal bacteria. So staphylococcal bacteria, that is one of the harmful bacteria. So he started to research, okay, on that bacteria. So an uncovered petri dish near an open window, fungal colonies had grown, but the area around those colonies was clean and clear. So when he was conducting that research, that time that petri dishes was containing what? Bacteria, staphylococcal bacteria. So after few days, that uncovered petri dish near an open window, fungal colonies had grown. Yes, fungal colonies had grown, but the area around those colonies was clean and clear. That petri dish. So which petri dish? That fungal colonies had grown, that petri dish, the staphylococcus bacteria were not there. Okay, so yes, Fleming realized that the bacteria had actually been destroyed. So after further studies, he confirmed that the fungus growing there was penicillium, and its secretion had destroyed the bacterial colonies. So why that bacteria colonies were destroyed? Yes, with the help of the penicillium. Penicillium, it is a fungus species. Okay, so that penicillium, from the penicillium, which one is produced? Yes, penicillin. Okay, so now understood. Next one is, see here, how do ants, wasps and other insects obtain food? So children, see here. One more thing, it is in your book. Yes, how do ants, wasps, and wasp means that is one kind of insect, okay, and other insects obtain food? Ants grow fungi in their anthill or termitarium, from which anthill means what? Yes, the house of, yes, that house of what? Ants. Okay, that is called what? Anthill. So that ants grow fungi in their anthill or termitarium, from which they obtain food, while a few species of their insect and wasps lay their eggs in the fungal bodies. Okay, that ants grow fungi in their anthill, so that few species of other insect and wasps lay their eggs on the fungal bodies. Why it is? Yes, developing on trees, so as to ensure a food for their larvae. Okay, to get a food for their larvae, that fungus species is that fungal is used in their anthill. Understood, children? So I hope you understood today's topic. Yes, children, what we studied today, only one thing only we studied today, that is antibiotics. What is meant by antibiotics? Antibiotics, it is a carbon compound and it is used for to destroy what? Yes, harmful microorganisms. And most of the antibiotics are used for bacterial infection. Some antibiotics are used to kill protozoa also. Okay, and what is meant by broad spectrum antibiotics and what are the examples, that also we saw. And what is meant by narrow spectrum antibiotics? Broad spectrum antibiotics are used for wide, yes, to kill wide variety of bacteria. And here narrow spectrum antibiotics, this antibiotic is used where exactly that pathogen we identified. Okay, if doctor is identifying that pathogen properly, so that doctor will give, yes, broad, that narrow spectrum antibiotics. And examples of that narrow spectrum antibiotic also we saw today. And one more thing is what? Yes, penicillin. Penicillin is narrow spectrum antibiotics, and that penicillin, it is we are obtaining that from, yes, that penicillin, it is obtaining from penicillium, that is a fungi. Okay, and what are the uses of that penicillin, that also we saw. And who discovered that penicillin? Yes, Alexander Fleming. So that in laboratory what exactly happened, that also we saw. Understood, children? And which precautions we should follow while taking, before taking that antibiotics, that also we studied today. So children, I hope you understood today's topic. Yes, thank you children. Sai Ram.